Oh no, we've really done it. We've really done it now. Nancy, what's in your pantsy Mace is mad. Real mad because dun dun dun, constituents are calling her office. Do you and Caroline share accessories? Nancy shared a video on X recently begging people to stop calling. She doesn't think that the hundreds of calls she's receiving from constituents are about real issues. No further details provided on what those calls were about, so I guess we're just going off of her judgment on what's a real issue or not. Great. She had some ironic words for us.
All but one so far of 300 phone calls, which, by the way, you're taking away from real constituents that need appointments at the VA or need assistance with a federal agency. Your BS calls are taking away from people who have real needs in our community. Not one person has any issue with a federal agency that we can assist them with. Not one.
Boy, Nancy, you kind of make it sound like it's a customer service job. You're helping people make appointments at the VA? That's what you do? Real glad that that's where our taxpayer dollars are going. Also, let me get this straight. You want constituents to call you for help with the VA, but let me guess, you don't want veterans calling you to talk about cuts to their jobs or benefits, right?
What you all are doing is evil. It's completely evil. Help those in our community. Help those in need. Stop making up BS excuses that you're trying to put people in harm's way over. You don't have any issues.
Hey, Nance, isn't this you? Spearheading the efforts to bathroom restrictions on federal property? That sure looks like a lot of gender-affirming care you got going on there, Nance.
You're just being nasty. You're being ugly. You're being hateful. You're being evil. Stop it.
Is this you too, Nance? Confronting a woman because you mistakenly assumed she was trans? Predictably? I guess that's what you're into though, right? Making people drop trowel.
Go find a fellow neighbor and say something nice. Do something nice for somebody.
Say something nice to a neighbor? What if they're trans, Nance? Unsurprisingly, it seems like a lot of this was kicked off because she refused to go to a town hall to actually hear out her constituents, which she claimed was being driven by left-wing extremists and paid agitators with a clear agenda. Jesus, Nance. Just because a constituent doesn't like what you're doing doesn't make them an extremist. Do you not know how this job works? Because it kind of sounds like you don't know how this job works. You're supposed to listen to the people and represent their needs and wants. And that job doesn't end the day you win. But you know that, right, Nance? Because I bet you're still taking meetings with lobbyists. And in fact, I've actually heard from some of your constituents who are pretty mad because you actually ran on supporting LGBTQ rights. This is from 2021. Were you elected by left-wing extremists and paid agitators? You could just start doing your job, Nance. Constituents, you're doing a great one.